Hello, friends. Hope you are doing great. Let's do some grammar today. I'm going to brief you about the use of word shall. Shall in questions. What shall we do? Shall I, shall we can be used to make offers and suggestions, to ask for instructions and decisions. Shall I carry your bag? Shall we go out for a meal? What on earth shall we do? What time shall we come and see you? Note, we don't use shall in the answers. Shall we go home now? Yes, good idea. Not, yes, we shall. Make sentences with shall I. For example, shall I put the car in the garage? Next, what shall I tell Sandra? Let's move to the next. Where shall I put the coats? When shall I pay you? Next, shall I lock the door? Next, what time shall I come tomorrow? Next, shall I go now? Next, shall I clean the windows? Next, how many potatoes shall I buy? Next, when shall I come for the next lesson? Next, what shall I buy for lunch? Next, shall I get your coat? Let's move to the completion of sentences. Can you complete the sentences? They are from a discussion about holiday plans. Use shall we. For example, where shall we go? Next, France or Scotland? Shall we go to France and Scotland? Seaside or mountains? Shall we go to the seaside or mountains? Next, when shall we go? Next, how long shall we go for? Next, shall we fly or go by train? Shall we stay in one place or travel around? Next, shall we stay in a hotel or camp? Next, what shall we do with the dogs? Next, shall we take Granny? Next, shall we go with the Jacksons? Next, what shall I do? This is an example of activity with word shall. What shall I do? What all your little possessions now that you have gone? The posters you left on your wall, your 5-year-old toys, your comics and discs and computer games, what shall I do with them all? The medal you won for the junior chemistry project that you did with Samantha and John, shall I pack it and send it along? Your football boots, baseball bats, birthday cards, letters from friends, your guitar with one string, shall I send them all on? Now that your new life's begun, what on earth shall we do with your old one? Shall I pack it all up and send it along?